Hey guys, Kelade here. Just want to do a quick check-in for the first week of patch 8.2 and kind of what I'm doing and where I'm now in preparation for the raid, right? So as far as for essence unlocks, the first week of unlocks, you should be able to unlock all the ones that I have now, also including, Ripple in space. I just haven't gotten that one because I don't really care about it, but you should be able to unlock every essence by now, with the exception of Condensed Life Force, Conflict and Strife, Essence of the Focusing Iris, and Vision of Perfection. Those four will not be available until Season 3 starts, basically, so that's going to be in 2 more weeks. And then as far as for whatever else you can get rank 2 or rank 3s of, Blood and Enemy is probably the easiest one. You can actually get rank 3 of the first week if you really just farmed honor like crazy. And then some other ones you can also get, I think you can also get the islands one. That one seems also to be doable as long as you collect these. Right now, I've only done 2 islands. I've done 2 PvP islands, and each of them gave me 5. So I guess if I did a third one, I would have 15. As far as for farming PvP for Blood of the Essence, the easiest way right now is definitely to do it this week, because currently we are in a week where we have extra honor gain from PvP because it's the Battleground bonus event this week. So for the entire week, you're going to be gaining 50% more honor the entire week. On top of that, if you're Alliance, you already have the Alliance buff, but if you're not Alliance and you Horde, you actually want to go to either Dollarwan or Mugambala, where you want to get the Mercenary, which allows you to queue up as Alliance. Because right now, when you do the BGs as Alliance, you will actually get 50 even more percent honor. So you're getting 50% honor from the bonus weekly event, and then you're also getting 50% honor for playing as Alliance, right? And you can do that as Alliance or Horde. As far as for where that actually is, so if we look at Horde, it's just here, right in the Mugambala, next to where the cache is. There's going to be a guy there that lets you talk to him to queue up as Alliance. And then also in the sewers in Dollar Run, there's also going to be a guy that lets you do it too. So either of those places are going to work for that. So basically right now this week, that's going to be the best thing you want to do if you're just like, oh, I've done all my dailies, all my reps on both Mechagon and Najatar, right? Those are the one of the very important things because those are our daily resets. If you're going to be farming, that's what you want to farm, because this is the week of the lowest artifact knowledge, right? It's only going to go up every week afterwards, so you don't have to worry about farming AP heavily just yet. You should be able to get to artifact level 55 relatively easy before Mythic week starts. You can probably get it relatively easy before Heroic week starts, and that way you can have, a one major essence trait and then another minor essence trait on top of that. As far as for essences, exactly what I'm using right now. Right now I'm using Blood of the Enemy for Mythic Plus and AoE stuff. And then I'm using Memory Lucid Dreams for a single target. Memory Lucid Dreams right now does seem to be simming very well, but do note that currently there's a bug in Sims where it uses Memory Lucid Dreams and it uses Recklessness on the pull, but they don't incur a global cooldown. So on the Sims, it literally uses everything at the same time with the charge, with the first ability. That's heavily adding to the damage of this trait, but it should still be really, really good for single target. And then when once you unlock the next minor, no matter what you pick in the major, you definitely probably want to try out Memory Lucid Dreams as the minor, because the minor of this is what makes it really strong. And then just some quick tips, because you guys are going to be questing in Mechagon a lot, right? Sometimes there will be these armories here, and you don't see on the map anymore because somebody already turned it in. But when you actually place enough resources here, somebody just turned it in, so I can't show you guys. But there's going to be these anti-gravity packs on here. You just pick them up. Gives you a 20-minute buff where you can now fly in the zone. You just jump twice and you're able to fly. Just be careful where you're flying. Some places will shoot you down if you fly too high, but pretty nice, because until you get revered with both of the 2 Najatar and Mechagon reps, you're going to definitely want to have this because it gives you flying in the zones. And another thing is, outside of the dailies and quests that you can pick up here, there's always a repeatable daily quest at Junkwat Depot. That is always going to be there. You're going to come in, you're going to kill all of these units here. There's 3 different types of loot you get. Once you combine them, it'll say it on the item. You turn it in here. Now, this thing is repeatable as many times as you want, but you only need to do it once for the rep, right? So every day you come here and you do it once for rep. If you somehow find yourself in a farming session, you can farm as many of the items as you want. So that way you stockpile it up, and then in future days you just come over here, you visit it, turn it in, and you're good to go. So you could do all of your farming in one day if you wanted to. But this is a repeatable quest that you should be coming back to every day. Now, the other tip for this place is right now, if I target them, these are elites, and it does get very difficult even for how geared I am to, you know, pull more than 2 of them at once. There is an item that you can put in the weather machine that will make this entire area rain, and then when it rains here, all of these bots start rusting and they become much weaker. They do less damage and they basically get killed much faster. So if your current zone doesn't have it up, nobody's using the rain yet, then of course you can always server hop, right? So you can just look for a group, find a group that has a, you know, version of this where it's raining in the map, and then you're good to go. So for example, I just looked up in the dungeon queue, right? There's the guy that put more recycle in here. Perfect. So you can see the difference now, whereas before they were all shiny and stuff. Now these guys are all rusty and they have rusting debuff on them. And you can see the debuff here. They're rusting from the weather, movement, and attack speed is slow by 20%. But not only that, the elite mobs are going to be much easier to kill too. So you can basically have a setup here where you just end up pulling all the mobs here, like they are also not elites anymore. So hopefully that does make it easy for you guys there, and hopefully this video is helpful in you figuring out, you know, what I am doing, what you should be doing if you want to get as prepared as you can for the next raid. And as always, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Feel free to subscribe to see more. See ya.